Hi guys, good morning. This is Elise with Saturday Morning Makes. And so I have a few cards for you this morning. I hope everyone is doing well and have something fun planned for this weekend. We're going to try to get out and do a few fun things. We've had some rain and the weather just sort of keeps going back and forth. So hopefully today will be a better day and we can get out and um, do something fun this weekend. So I did get up early this morning and finish up my cards. So I'm going to share them with you now. And this video is also going to be for Felicia over at Bible Scraps. Hi, Felicia. And she has a series called Angel Card Series. And so I've been meaning to do this. I pulled out my angel stamps and I've been wanting to play with my angel stamps. So I did choose one this morning and well, yesterday, and I finished up today. And so I have some angel cards for you. Okay, so let me show you what I used and then I will show you my cards. Okay, so the first thing I used, all of the cards that I made are based on this cute stamp here. It's an angel stamp by Stampin' Up. It's a 1993 stamp. I believe it's 1993. This is an oldie. Yes, it's 1993. This is a red rubber rarity, or woodblock wonder, as Gio calls it. So this is an older stamp. I'm sure this came with a set, but I don't have the set. I just have this angel stamp, and it's really cute. It's a rag doll, and she's adorable. My daughter, when my daughter was born, she's almost 30, and she was born premature. And someone gave her a rag doll. Well, actually, no, I take that back. My husband and I, before we brought her home from the hospital, we went on a little camping trip, a couple days camping while she was still in the hospital, before we brought her home, just to get a little bit of break, because she was in the hospital for almost 5 months. And we found this little gift shop, and they had an African American Raggedy Ann doll. And we purchased that, so she still has it. I should have brought it to show you guys, but that doll is probably maybe 30 or a little bit older, depending on when they made it, 30 years old. And so this little stamp right here reminded me of that little doll, and I just love this little stamp. So anyhow, so that little stamp reminded me of my daughter's little rag doll. And then I also used this little music note stamp, and this is, I don't know, I think this is just like a little Michael stamp. And then I use this From the Heart stamp right here. I'm not sure where this came from, but whoever put it together, they didn't do a good job putting the stamp on the block, because part of the stamp is hanging off of the block. So, but I used it anyhow, I made it work. And then I used a couple of ribbons. And then I pulled out my Gina Marie dies. I used some of the dies. All the stitching and dies that you see are Gina Marie dies, okay? I can't even remember which ones I used. These are just some extra dies that I had out that I was contemplating using but did not. I did use this paper pad here. This is from 2011. And it's called Ragamuffin, and it's by Creative Imaginations. Okay, and I bought this years ago at one of the scrapbook expos, and it's just an adorable stamp, and I love it because it's very vintage. You know, it's very prim, I should say. The style of it is very, very prim, and I just love it. I love the colors, especially for prim, if I'm doing something primitive. And I use this sheet right here. And what I like about this sheet, it has this beautiful corner design here. And I actually use that in my card. I let this do part of the work in making the design of my card. So, and look at this one right here. Really cute paper. Some of you may have this in your stash. I'm not sure. But I've had this for a long time, and I have used it. You can see that I've used quite a bit of it out of this paper pad. So I did use that. And then I used some other sheets. Last weekend I got a chance to go to Joann's, and I bought a few sheets of dotted basil paper. So I was able to use 2 of those. I used the turquoise, this green, this turquoise color, and then I also used the pink, and this is what I have left. Okay, and then I pulled out some glitter cardstock, and then I also pulled this gingham sheet from an Echo Park 6x6. I can't remember which pad it was, but I don't know where it is. I think I put it away. But anyhow, I just used a piece of gingham. I think it's called Homegrown. I believe it's called Homegrown. But that came out of Echo Park pad. And then I used these books here. These books here, I got these off of eBay. And they're called Heartwarming Expressions. And what it is basically, it's very old school, guys. Very primitive, very old school. And it's just sentiments that are written in different fonts. And in the way the book is designed, you've got up in the corner, it shows you like what category. So this one, I'm not in frame, guys. I'm sorry. This category here is for gardening. So all of the sentiments on this page are based on gardening. And so this is book number 3. Sorry. This is book number 3, and I have book number 2. And so you can either trace or just copy. What I did was I just put the page on my copy machine and copied, and I punched it out. And you'll see how I did that. But I love those books because I don't have a lot of older sentiment stamps to match some of the older stamps that I have. So I found this book and I thought that's perfect. I can just copy and punch or whatever I need to do to use those sentiments. Then I used a couple of older punches. Okay, so I used this little Stampin' Up punch. Oh, is this a stamp? Let me see. Make sure it's Stampin' Up. No, I'm sorry. This is EK Success. And this is a little primitive heart punch. So I used this. And then I used these two Stampin' Up punches. So I use this, and this is 1 3/4 by 7/8, and it punches this along this oval shape, and then it fits into this scallop oval shape. Okay, this fits into this. So I stacked these two to make for my sentiment. Okay, so I use that. So let me show you my cards that I made, and I think they turned out just adorable. Okay, so the first card, I used an oval die. And this is my little card. Look how adorable that turned out. And so I just used my oval stitch dies to punch out these two ovals to stack them. And then I also have a little stamp. Where's that little stamp? Oh, here it is. This little stamp here, and I believe I got this from Tina Crafty Bean. It's just a little heart, a little primitive heart with a little stitch. And this is also Stampin' Up. And I'm not sure what year. Oh, yes, 1996. So this goes with probably a set. Okay, I use that little heart right there to punch out these little heart shapes. And I just put them on the edge. I colored up my little girl with my Copic markers. And I think she is just adorable. And then this flips up like this. And here is my sentiment that I got from the Heartwarming Expressions book. It says, God can be everywhere, so he created angels. And then I also stamped that little stamp here. And I think that turned out so adorable. I did use some of that polka dot red, I'm not in frame here, that little red trim to add there on the top. And then on the back, I just punched, I had a few of these. You'll see where I use these little hearts. I had some extras, and I just used these little hearts, and I used my little thin pin here to create those little stitches. And I think that turned out so adorable. So that's my first card. Okay, let's see if I can keep myself in frame here. Okay, here's my second card. Now this card here, I use that die that has the heart inlays. It punches out the hearts, and I kept all the hearts, and I kept that's where these little gingham hearts came from. Those are some extras. And I punched it again in the turquoise, and I put the turquoise, oh, I can't even talk this morning, guys. I put this color in the inlays. Okay, so, and then I colored it. That's how I colored it. And I used a little piece of that ribbon up here at the top in the corner. And I think it turned out so cute. And this one I punched with I cut out with this wiggly, swiggly line stitch die. The wavy stitch die. And I think that turned out so adorable. This one took me a little bit longer to make because I had to put all those hearts inside. And then the inside, here's the inside of my card. And now when I put this ribbon, I should have put this ribbon underneath and then put that layer on top, but I didn't want that bulkiness. So I just put it on after, and then I put this banner on top just to cover up that back side. I put a couple more of those little hearts there, and then I put my sentiment here. Okay, and I think this card turned out so cute. So cute. So that is my second card. Okay, so those are those two in those colors. And then I switched colors and I made a card and a little tag. Okay, so here is my card. And I think it turned out so pretty. Now this is where I used that beautiful paper from that paper pad. And I put it over here in the corner. I actually should have moved it over. I see what but it's okay. I should have moved it over, but it's all right. This is where I stacked my sentiment, and then I put my little girl here. And I just stacked some of that basil pink paper with some glitter pink. And I think it turned out so pretty. I love this card. And then the inside is just blank on the inside. But I did put a little heart. That's why I used that little heart punch. And I also put a little heart on the back as well and signed my name. So cute. So this is how you can use, if you have a piece of pattern paper that has a print around the corner, on the edge or something like that, try to find a way to use that in your card design, because that can do part of the work. So you won't need to embellish very much if you use that design, the design that's on the paper. So I love doing that. Okay, and then here's the little tag that I made. And I think she turned out so adorable. And I love the colors that I used here. And they match with the design of the paper. And then here's the From the Heart. So, and I put a little eyelet at the top and just put some of this satin pink, this organza pink ribbon through. And I think it turned out so cute. And then again on the back, I just put a little heart there. I'm not going to sign my name because I'm going to write a note on this one, because I know who this is going to. So, anyhow, so those are my cards and my little tag. And thank you guys so much for watching. And I hope you guys like these. If you have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and leave a thumbs up if you like my cards, and leave a comment. And you guys have a great weekend, and I will talk with you later. Bye.